Hi. So I'm talking about mindset. When I talk about being your mind and being what you think in your heart, mindset then comes to play. A mindset is so important because the mindset you have, which might have developed through your childhood, psychosocial background. I always say that as a child, you don't have control over, your decisions. You don't have control to choose a place to be born. You don't have control over a place to be born, parent, nationality, origin. But as an adult, you have no excuse. So, in talking about that, you build your mindsets based on attachments. Attachment is psychological attachment in psychoanalysis. You build those mindsets based on the environmental influences. If you're born in different areas and everywhere. Like in London, if you're born in Oxford or you're born in Cambridge, and when you're born in Bristol and Hackney in those days, the way your mindset is built is different from someone who is born in an area that there is no problems, there is no violence. Your children seems to, through developmental stages, adopt to this behavior and the mindset of the people in the environment they live in. So you build these mindsets based on your psychosocial backgrounds. But the fact is that when you build those mindsets, you live with them the rest of your life. So the mindset, which is a motive, which is based on a perception, which is based on background, and belief systems. You built that mindset, and that mindset will guide you throughout the rest of your life. So if let's say if you build a crime oriented, focused lifestyle of committing crimes, it lives with you the rest of your life. If you've lived in the other peaceful environments or area where there is no violence, there is no crime, and you grew up and went to school with people with a different mindset, you end up building that mindset and living it the rest of your life. So Sigmund Freud says something that people become victims of circumstances. So when they become victims of circumstances, they are struggling with their lifestyle that they don't really like, but they are stuck with it. And these perceptions and motives and belief systems becomes the guide dog over their lives. And if it becomes a guide dog over their lives, they become like victims of circumstances that are enslaved into that regulated, self-regulated lifestyle or belief system or mindset, or what will I say? What other word? Perception and the perception, motive, belief system, which influences your thought and emotional processes. So it's a mindset, and it programs and determines the way you think. You think in a way that might not be fitting to everybody, or you think in a way that is very solid or authentic, because it's coming from a good place of trust or mistrust. Either trust or mistrust, whether you have too much trust or you don't have trust at all. So based on this psychosocial background, people develop mindsets and they live with this mindset the rest of their life. But I just want to tell you right now that it doesn't matter the mindset you have built based on the psychosocial background you find yourself, whether you were born in Malahide or whether you were born in Ballymun or whether you were born in Drogheda, or whether you were born in Beddistown, or whether you were born in Salt, or whether you were born in Dublin 6, or Dublin 1, or Dublin 2, or London, Bristol, Hackney, Peckham, or in New York, or Brooklyn, or Chicago, or Hollywood. It doesn't matter where you begin. What matters is that as a child, you are conformed. You stay with and within. So as a child, you might not have much control, and you are staying with and within. You are conformed and confined, confined into in that area. But as an adult, you can be transformed, and you can have a radical mental shift that will help you to begin to think differently from the way you've always thought, the way you've always perceived things. And in this channel, I'll be spending time to do a lot of therapy to help you to build a strong mind. Whether you are addicted to pornography, whether you are addicted to drugs, whether you are addicted to, stealing or robbing, or committing crime or using knife, whatever it is, I'll be able to help you to build yourself, esteem, to build your self-image, to find yourself and to transform your life. I want to say that it doesn't matter where you begin. What matters is when you become aware of yourself, self-awareness or self-consciousness, the way you are able to move from being conformed to that mindset, that reprobate mindset, that corrupt mindset, that crime mindset, that stealing or robbing mindset, or that authentic mindset of doing good stuff, good values, because opposites attract, and we have good and bad, depending on the mindset you have developed and the way it influences your life, either positive or negatively. So I want you to begin to find yourself as an adult, to redeem the scared self and come to that place of full authenticity. Life is boom.